Okay, boxers, you received your instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, touch gloves. Good luck. Thank you.
Well, if you like violence, you've picked the right show to tune in for. Two men who only know knockouts, one way or another, who have asked one another to meet me in the center of the ring. Two men ready to slug it out. Round one of our main event. Sергій Bogachuk, the defending interim champion in the black trunks with the colors of the Ukrainian flag. And Vьorджіла Ортіс, you see him in the blue and gold firing that right hand over the top immediately.
Yeah, Bogachuk started with that, a slow jab, and Vьorджіл quickly countered over the top. Great head movement right now by Vьorджіл.
See Bogachuk already back to what we expect from him. All offense all the time. His offense is his defense. Just keep his hands moving. Ортіс is a little bit more judicious in his punch output, but nearly everything he throws, Gabe, is heat.
Yes. You know, there's those shots wasted with Vьorджіl. And even though Bogachuk has more volume, Vьorджіл's slipping and rolling the shots, and he's countering good.
Very relaxed stance from Ортіс on the outside. And we mentioned the familiarity of these two. Bogachuk, a former Ортіс sparring partner, as Ортіs tries to walk him into a left hook.
Whoa!
Nice shot over the top, but that will be ruled a slip. And you see the smile from both fighters. The right hand seemed to connect, but clearly the footwork issue, the bigger issue at play there, as ruled by referee Harvey Duck.
You know, whoa, that was a great right hand by Bogachuk. You see, right now, what I see Bogachuk's doing is he's applying pressure because he wants Vьorджіл to throw shots. He wants Vьorджіl to throw these shots and catch him in between.
He's now wading his way to the inside, gets caught by a couple uppercuts by Bogachuk, who's just slinging those left hooks as well.
Man, these guys ain't wasting no time.
This is looking exactly as promised. French on the inside.
Oh, that shot buckled him. He's hurt. Bogachuk's hurt by the overhand right.
And now Ортіс going back downstairs to the body. Bogachuk just trying to smother Ортіs and maybe work through the effects of that shot.
Bogachuk's legs are wobbled. He doesn't have his legs under him right now.
Ортіs said, go ahead and meet me in the center of the ring. You said you can take my punches. Ортіs daring him to do so right now.
That clubbing overhand right by Vьorджіl is knocking off the equilibrium of Bogachuk. He's rocking him with that shot.
See the power of Ортіs moving the feet of Bogachuk. Nice uppercut from Bogachuk right at the bell.
Seconds out.
Now let's take a look back
Seconds out.
at this shot that was not ruled a knockdown.
You know, it landed.
Oh, boy.
It landed.
And we just heard referee Harvey Duck lean over to the commission and ask, do we have to go to a replay on that? They said no.
Yeah, but you know, right there in that replay, he did get hit with the shot.
Yeah, that may have been,
It's one of
not
those,
may have been, that looked like a knockdown.
yeah, it's one of those balance shots. But then, you know, Vьorджіl got up, and he hurt Bogachuk
Right.
with a big overhand right.
So the firefight has begun here in Las Vegas. Nice uppercut there from Ортіs.
Well, one thing with Vьorджіl is his last two fights haven't gone past the first round. So, you know, right here, Bogachuk is testing him. So we're going to see how Vьorджіl does as far as his conditioning in this new weight division.
See the punch output in the high 70s. Nice body shot there from Ортіs as Bogachuk tries to fire back. A chopping right hand from Ортіs. Coming through again.
Vьorджіl keeping that defense tight, looking for an opening.
There's just a nervous tension about this fight, Gabe. Both men just throwing bombs nonstop.
Oh, this is do or die for both these guys. This fight is big. Wow, great right hook to the body by Vьorджіл.
Bogachuck trying to come back with a right hand to the body of his own.
There you go. Where's the end? Where's the end?
Ортіс starting to back up Bogachuck, and he breaks through with a nice uppercut.
Looks like Vьorджіл got a cut over the nose.
Ортіs corner. Robert Garcia asking for more jabs, telling him to keep the jab going.
Switches to an uppercut now. Move your hand. La cintura, Gordo.
See what you see Bogachuck right now doing is applying pressure, letting his hands go, but he's not committing to the shots. Because what he wants to do is just lure in Vьorджіл into this firefight.
Yeah, this is some of the nuance that we've seen from Bogachuck. He presents as just a pure pressure fighter, but he can counter off the front foot. He's looking to set up those traps through volume.
Absolutely.
Keep your hand down.
You know, it's kind of like he's tapping away. You think you're safe, and then next thing you know, he lands the big shot.
Ортіs looking for a short right hand. That was caught in the gloves of Bogachuck a moment ago. Did get an audible gasp out of the audience here, but now Ортіs back to the basics, just popping the jab. And this is the posture from Ортіs that we haven't seen a lot of. Lead hand down, looking a little slick on the outside.
Yeah. You know, he's versatile. He can do a little bit of everything.
Bogachuck banging away to the body with the right hand, but that's a better body shot from Ортіs.
That was a great angle by
Huge right hand from Ортіs right at the bell.
Seconds out.
Right
Seconds
here,
out.
Vьorджіl rolling some shots.
Wait.
Setting up Bogachuck with that left hook to the body.
Wait for the bell.
Doubling up on it. Great body work by Vьorджіl.
Round 3 underway. Absolute slugfest here between Bogachuck and Ортіs, as expected. And normally we start talking about that missed knockdown in the opening round and what that might have in terms of an effect on the scorecards, but we have no expectation that we are going to the scorecard.
Yeah. And you know, I like what Vьorджíl's doing right now. Boxing, setting traps, setting that counter up top with the right hands.
See Ортіs outlanding Bogachuck 53-32 according to CompuBox. Nice body shot again from Ортіs, who's just squaring up, walking Bogachuck down in the early portions of this round.
You know, one thing Bogachuck needs to do is he needs to start landing to the body. Try to slow Vьorджіl down. You know, Vьorджíl's just applying pressure, boxing when he wants. Bogachuck needs to throw more body shots. He's headhunting too much.
Two battering rams meeting head-to-head here. Ортіs doing a little of what Bogachuck likes to do, just outright smothering pressure, and he's getting the better of these exchanges at the moment.
Yeah, and that's one thing Vьorджíl told us is he said, I'm going to dictate the pace. He's not going to back me up. I'll box when I want to box. I'll apply pressure when I want to apply pressure. And that's what he's doing. See right here, Bogachuck needs to throw shots to the body. Headhunting way too much.
Ортіs swimming underneath those hooks from Bogachuck, explicitly targeting the body, and then looking for those uppercuts through the middle.
And you can see that body of Bogachuck is starting to get red, even the arm. Vьorджíl keeps gripping that left hook to the body.
Hard right hand over the top, but back comes Bogachuck in combination. Inside the final minute of round 3.
Whoa.
Every minute of this fight is taking a harsh physical toll on both men.
See, Corey, the difference of these guys trading right now is that Vьorджíl has leverage on his punches, where Bogachuck is more of arm shots. So Vьorджíl's getting the better of the exchange.
Bogachuck trying to spin Ортіs around, try and get that leverage back. Ортіs not allowing it.
Wow,
Big uppercut from Ортіs. Right hand to the body as well. This body tack is absolutely absolutely relentless.
Nice.
Stiff jab there from Bogachuck. Ortiz falls short with a home run right hand. Good combination on the inside from Ortiz, and that'll do it for round 3.
Hey, just work little bodies. You're in there, and as the fucking starts in here, little uppers, you're trying to go wide when you slow. Just do little short jabs inside, little short right hand. It'll set everything up, the crank and everything. You hear me?
Yep. How's he looking on that side? He's okay?
You're doing good. Nah, he's good. You don't need to. You just don't try too hard. You take your time. It's gonna come by itself. Boom. Keep working that fucking body.
Good job holding, waiting to counter, okay? But I need you to go uppercut first and then body. Don't go to the body first. I need brava stizo and then leva corpus. I need leva stizo and then brava corpus. Change.
Right here, Vьorджіл setting up a great overhand right, and then finishing with that left hook to the body. And you know, Bogachuk he's throwing shots, but there's no leverage on it.
Well, interesting advice in the Bogachuck corner a moment ago as round 4 begins. Gabe, what do you think about that advice? They're telling him, throw the uppercut first, then go to the body, trying to give him a little bit of a strategy for these inside moments.
Yeah, and that's great advice because the uppercut is a decoy shot. The uppercut is to set up the hook to the body. And in Vьorджіл's corner, Robert's asking him, don't try too hard.
Right.
It's going to come to you. You're trying too hard. It's going to come to you. Just let your hands go.
See Ortiz loosening up a little bit here in the early going of round 4, popping that jab out.
Nice head movement by Vьorджіл.
With more on Bogachuk's corner, let's send it over to Beto Duran.
And Manny Robles is telling them, remember, it's a marathon. They say that they want him to chop wood, to stay consistent, but stay with the game plan. They're giving him instructions in Russian. Also, they were telling him, Corey, body, body, uppercut. They feel like they can find a home for that uppercut for Bogachuk, but Manny Robles is telling his fighter, stay focused right now.
Thank you so much, Beto. Bogachuk having some moments here in round 4. The busier the two fighters at this point in the round. He tries to come over the top of the right hand. Ortiz almost exclusively jabbing this round.
Yeah. And you know, one thing is when Vьorджіл's boxing off the back foot, he's looking for that counter right hand off the top, whether it's straight or an overhand. He's back in the inside because Bogachuk wasn't giving him that counter. So now he's working back in the inside.
It's body work from Bogachuk, obeying the orders of his corner.
That was a nice left hook right there by Bogachuk.
Short hooks on the inside as well.
Ooh, great
tight work of Bogachuk. Starting to break through here in round 4.
Stop.
Bogachuk very composed in these high-volume slugfests. Continuing to chip away. This has been a pretty good round for Bogachuk comparatively.
Selfies hit, both of you.
Yeah, it's a pretty even round. Good jab by Vьorджіл.
Counter jab over the top there from Ortiz.
There's that overhand right counter.
That's the one he's looking for.
Take another deep breath right away. Deep breath, all right?
Well, can Edgar Berlanga do what only Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol have done and pull off the upset and dethrone Canelo Alvarez? A tall task, but something he's confident he will do on Mexican Independence Day in Las Vegas, September 14th, live on DAZN, the home of boxing.
Everything off the jab. Everything off the jab. Touch him.
You know, right here, Vьorджіl has his back, has him against the rope, and he's setting up the chopping shots up top to then finish off to the body.
Seconds out. Seconds out.
And Bogachuk had a pretty good jab right there, but right there you see Vьorджіл quickly counters over the top.
I'm gonna call time. Time. Over here. Hang on a second. Hang on.
All right, we are just getting word that knockdown that initially was not called a knockdown has been overruled. They've looked at instant replay, and now that was a knockdown in the first round. So, 10-8 round for Sергій Bogachuk in round 1.
You know, that was a good call, because it definitely was a knockdown.
We see instant replay doing its job here in the sport of boxing. The crowd
taking a little too long.
Yeah, the live audience clearly is not hip to what's going on here right now. They just want the action to resume.
And this long break, who does it benefit? You know, it's a high-paced fight. This break is pretty long.
First round, we got a knockdown. That's going to be considered from the first round.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the review.
All right.
Yep. Hang on. You got it. You good.
There you go. Well, you see Bogachuk going in. They want to just get the action going here. So there we go. Call overturned officially. With Bogachuk scoring a knockdown on Vьorджіла Ортіса in round 1.
You know, when Vьorджіл's doing this and he's setting traps, he's looking for that counter over the top, that right-hand counter.
Ортіс said throughout the week that he felt that he would be a little on edge in this fight. He categorized it as a good thing. He said, I'm on edge when I feel challenged. But clearly his corner is trying to suppress that a little bit. They're trying to get him to relax.
Yeah, you know, this is a big fight. Bogachuk is gained, he's coming, he's walking him down, applying pressure. He's taking some big shots as well.
Ортіс again just bullying Bogachuk back to the ropes, head down, hands down, targeting the body.
And Bogachuk, he's keeping the defense a lot more tighter now.
We expected this to potentially be the toughest test of Ortiz's career.
Wow, that was a good uppercut by Bogachuk.
Excellent uppercut for Bogachuk. I think what we are seeing is that in Ortiz's career previous to this, he creates anxiety in his opponents immediately. The movement, the threat of that power, you can see it in his opponents. You're not seeing that in the body language of Bogachuk. Even in rounds that he's not winning, you're not seeing him flustered by what's going on.
Absolutely, and that is that he knows Vьorджіl. You know, like, he understands what Vьorджіl brings to the table, and he's prepared for it.
Right hand to the body as Ortiz's corner asking for more combinations.
Stop. You throw him down. Don't sling it. All right, good.
Right hand to the body again from Ортіс. Goes in on the final 30 seconds of this round. And we asked the question, what would familiarity do to this fight? I think we're seeing, listen, Gabe, every fighter has patterns, and clearly these two know one another's.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing, I think particularly in Ортіс, him having to do different things than we've seen him do in the past.
For sure. And you know, and the thing is, it's like Bobber said, stop trying so hard, just let it come to you.
Nice right hand over the top. That one
Great
sent
jab.
Bogachuk on his heels temporarily. And it bombs away once again right to the back.
Deep breath.
Hey, whenever you're...
All right, so this was the round 1 knockdown that was initially ruled a slip, has now been overturned by instant replay here in Nevada.
Yeah, that was a shot in the equilibrium, ear shot. You know, it's one of those shots that kind of knocks your balance off quickly. But Vьorджіл recovered right away.
But when you're going inside, you're letting them hit. Even if you have your hand up, it's making it look bad. You hear me?
Hear the instructions in Vьorджіla Ортіс's
let's
corner.
go,
We
let's
pointed
go.
out that there were times when Ортіс is going to the inside with his hands low because he's targeting the body. They're warning him, hey, keep those hands up.
Hands up. Because, you know, Bogachuk is getting stronger as the fight goes on.
Clubbing right hand there from Bogachuk a moment ago. Round 6 is underway. Bogachuk looking for one of those uppercuts that his corner asked for a couple of rounds ago.
And one thing Bogachuk's doing is when he's jabbing, he's bringing that hand right back immediately, protecting himself from the overhand counter that Vьorджіл's been landing. So Bogachuk is making adjustments. He's thinking in there. Now Bogachuk is the one that's smothering Vьorджіл, taking away the counters.
Well, this is what Bogachuk promised. He said that he would make constant adjustments throughout this fight.
And his defense is nice and tight. You know, he's protecting himself from the short shots that Vьorджіl was landing earlier.
Let's send it over to Beto Duran, who's in the Ortiz corner.
And there's Robert Garcia. What do you like so far?
Oh, I think we you know, he's got to continue using the jab. He's boxing really good with the jab, you know, making him miss, but he's got to keep throwing the jab. You know, the last round waited a little and didn't throw too many jabs, and it could have been a very close round.
Is this exactly what you expected?
No, this guy's very tough. You know, we already knew he was tough. You know, we expected a very tough fight, but you know, Vьorджіл's very strong, so he keeps going. You know, he's not going to stop.
The first round was ruled a knockdown for Bogachuk. What'd you tell him?
No, well, it's part of boxing. You know, there's nothing we could do anymore. We can't change the scorecard, so we got to keep going. There's nothing we can say anymore. It was scored a knockdown, so we just got to live with it.
You think you're winning?
I think we're winning. Yes.
How do you finish this?
Well, keep going, keep throwing the jab, keep fighting smart, keep fighting smart. If the knockout comes, it comes, but keep throwing the jab.
Thanks, Robert.
Interesting analysis there from Robert Garcia. Maybe the first time Garcia has ever said that, hey, we might have to go to the scorecards and win a fight here with Vьorджіla Ортіс. Stiff jab there from Ортіс a moment ago. See the posture of Bogachuk really carrying that left hand high, protecting from that overhand right that Ортіс has been trying to line up for a couple of rounds now.
Yeah, and Bogachuk just lined up Vьorджіл for a good right hand off the top. Bogachuk has a nice stiff jab that he's starting to use. Every time he steps forward, he steps in with that stiff jab. Right here when there's distance, he closes the distance quickly with a jab.
Nice uppercut from Ортіс, though. There were a couple of body shots in that sequence also.
Stop. Stay off his head.
Ортіs has been spending less time in there as of late.
Stay off his head.
As the punch output of Bogachuk just does not stop.
That when he stopped.
Leg con pay, right? Boom, boom, and boom. Leg con pay, right? And throw, right? You roll, fucking step to your left and throw that.
A night not to be missed is headlined by a special live concert from KSI as Misfits Boxing celebrates its 2-year anniversary with an extravaganza of crossover boxing on August 31st in Dublin.
Or delay it because he's already scared of putting his hand up. You understand me? He has that scary reaction. Yeah. So just fucking jab, but don't sit there and hit and then stay there and let him hit you back.
This round was good. You landed a lot of good shots this round, right? Keep that shit going, all right? Stay busy. Keep backing them up, all right? Smart. Do it smart.
So these two go back to work, Bogachuk and Ортіс in this WBC interim super welterweight title fight. The defending champion Bogachuk, the challenger Vьorджіla Ортіс, who you heard earlier on the broadcast from Turkey Al-Sheikh. saying that he wants Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford next if Ortiz could get through this fight, which is not a guarantee, as Bogachuk is absolutely bringing it in this fight.
Yeah, a lot of these rounds are close rounds. You know, Vьorджіл earlier in the fight was dominating, but these middle rounds right here are pretty close. And, you know, that's props to Bogachuk, who's making adjustments. Right there, that's a good setup shot by Vьorджіл. Right uppercut and then left hook to the body. Nice left hook by Vьorджіл.
That's the counter left hook that Ortiz has used to score so many knockouts on his way up.
Right there, you see Bogachuk doubling up the right hand.
All right, let's get word from the Bogachuk corner. Let's send it back over to Beto Duran.
And Manny Robles, the head trainer, said talk to Edgar Hassel, number 2, but they have worked in unison. Azita, what do you see from your fighter?
I mean, we like what you know, how he's working. He's throwing those good uppercuts. We want him to stay a little closer and work the uppercuts and the body a little bit more.
Earlier, Manny told me that you guys told the Bogachuk that it's the marathon. You got to chop wood. You got to get after it. Are you guys sticking to the game plan?
Yeah, of course. You know, we got to work that body. You know, and that everybody knows that. You chop wood and the head will fall. You know, little by little, he's working. I feel like Vьorджіл's getting a little bit tired, and Bogachuk's going to take over.
This is the kind of fight you guys expected?
Yes, of course. You know, we knew we were in for a great fight. You know, these guys are both putting everything on the line.
It's close, but how do you feel that you guys are doing? You winning?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's close. I think it's close. I think we're up by 1 at least.
Edgar Hassel.
Thank you so much, guys. Bogachuk enjoying a little bit of a rally there during that interview, but back comes Ortiz trying to stop that momentum in its tracks.
Yeah, Bogachuk was landing some really good shots right there. Clean shots.
You heard the corner of Bogachuk speculating that Ortiz might be getting tired. Gabe, do you see any evidence to support that?
You know, out of both fighters, it does seem that Vьorджіл's a little more fatigued. The pace, it looks like it's kind of getting to Vьorджіl a little bit. There's, you know, the intensity of his punches are not the same. Will he catch his second win?
Couple more snapping jabs from Ortiz, and he falls short with that right hand, and that'll do it for round 7. The crowd understandably loving this one as we take a look back at some of the highlights from round 7.
That was a great counter left hook by Vьorджіl. That Bogachuk's right there pecking with that jab. Nice right uppercut. Cleans it up with the overhand, with the straight right hand. Landed flush, doubling it up right there. You know, both guys are landing great shots in that round. You know, it's just, what do you like?
Seconds out. Seconds out. Let's go, let's go, let's go, red corner.
So round 8 begins. We enter interesting territory in this fight. Remember earlier in our broadcast, Beto Duran was speaking with Ring Magazine editor Dougie Fisher, and he speculated, as others have too, that if the fight could get to this territory, into the later rounds, that perhaps it then becomes a Bogachuk fight.
You know, that could be true. The thing that I see now with Vьorджіl is he wants to hurt Bogachuk so bad that the shots are coming at the same speed. So now is allowing Bogachuk to read the rhythm of Vьorджіl where he can brace for these punches. Vьorджіl needs to go back to setting shots up, changing the speed, where then he can catch Bogachuk when he least expects it.
Hard right hand down the middle from Bogachuk a moment ago, and then a nice uppercut as well, but Ortiz comes over the top with a right hand of his own.
See,
nice left hook, and Ortiz says no, but I think the gloves touch the ground.
5, 6, 7,
wow, that happened so quick, I didn't even see the shot.
Second knockdown of the fight. And Ortiz is fired up, but they all count the same. Bogachuk with 2 knockdowns now in this fight.
You know, the shot that's working for Vьorджіл is the overhand right. So Vьorджіl needs to figure out a way of how he can set that shot up and hurt Bogachuk. Because right now, there's 2 knockdowns in the favor of Bogachuk. That's 10-8 rounds.
2 10-8 rounds for Bogachuk.
And it's a close fight. See that overhand right there from Vьorджіл? That's the money shot. Vьorджіl has to set that up.
Ортіс.
Vьorджіl has him hurt. Vьorджіl has him hurt.
Trying to get it back.
Oh!
Ortiz is going wild here in the 8th round.
And this is why you love Vьorджіla Ортіс. The man goes down, gets back up, and he's going for the kill.
Ortiz was on the floor and he bounced back, looking to get it back immediately. Nice body shot there from Bogachuk. Ortiz trying to break through with massive uppercuts.
Vьorджіл's looking for that big overhand right.
Down.
Setting it up, trying to set it up with them jabs.
Final 10 seconds
Whoa.
of a brutal and fascinating
Bogachuk's
boxing.
hurt.
And Bogachuk feeling that right hand.
Time.
What a round.
So Bogachuk gets the knockdown, but Vьorджіl had his moment. That could be a 9-8 round.
I got it. ¿Cuál mano es?
Water.
Doc, look, he got drubbed. He losing his head.
When you lose your head, you stay smart.
So you stay
Man, it
smart.
was so... Well, you know, Vьorджіl was throwing a shot, so he kind of lost his balance, but he did get clipped. See, right here, the shot lands, he throws his hook, and he kind of loses his balance, but...
Second down.
In real
Second
time,
down.
it's
Here
a
we go.
knockdown.
Here we go.
But then here's
Second down.
Vьorджіl sitting on his shots. He had Bogachuk hurt bad with that overhand right. And Vьorджіl right back at him, not letting him breathe.
Ortiz might have been on the canvas technically in that previous round, but he's fighting like he's the one who scored a knockdown in the last round, like he's the one who has the momentum, and he feels like he has something here. He is back on the inside where he hasn't spent a whole lot of time over the last couple rounds.
And you know, Vьorджіl has that pressure on him where he's, you know, he has 2 knockdowns where he's like, man, I need these last rounds. I need these rounds.
Yeah, banking rounds is extremely important.
Stay off his head.
Ortiz has not been in this position really before.
Oh!
Hard right hand from Ortiz, you can hear that one.
Man, Bogachuk has
Stay off his
a
head.
chin. He's taking some big overhand rights.
Straight right hand down the middle there from Bogachuk. Trying to keep Ortiz off him, but right now is just trying to maul his opponent. See the blood leaking down from underneath the eye of Vьorджіла Ортіс now. This has been a brutal high-contact fight that in some ways has looked exactly like we thought it would, in others, entirely different.
Oh, that was a good left hook right there by Bogachuk.
Good uppercut from Bogachuk as well. Chance of Ortiz starting to rain down here in the Michelob Ultra Arena as a left hook from Bogachuk rains down.
Vьorджіl needs to watch out for that straight right hand because he's jabbing with that lead hand real low. And Bogachuk has a sharp right hand.
All right hand again there from Bogachuk. He is lining that one up. Now Ортіс saying, okay, the jabbing isn't working. Let's just go back to warfare instead. Final 20 seconds of round 9.
Nice body shot by Vьorджіл. Doubling up. Left hook to the body.
Another big right hand from Bogachuk breaks through. And Ортіс is in very unfamiliar territory.
I'm gonna pull you back. Relax, okay? Now, listen to us. They can't let him knock down.
Look at him. Don't move, I got it.
Vьorджіл, you gotta throw more than one punch. Don't look for one hard punch. Okay, this guy's still very strong. Don't look for one punch. Look for combinations. But let's try to back his ass up. Come in.
Right here, Vьorджіл lands a great overhand right. And that's the money shot for Vьorджіл. That's the one that's hurt Bogachuk a few times. Vьorджіl just pressing right here, jab and rip it to the body. Trying to set him up with that big overhand right again. Bogachuk comes with a good right hand. And you know, in the corner of Ортіс, Robert's telling him, stop looking for that one big shot. Set it up, set it up.
Round 10 begins. Vьorджіla Ортіс has talked for a couple fights now about how there's more to his game, that he has things that he hasn't shown yet. Because frankly, he's never had to. Yeah. What you heard Robert Garcia talking about in the corner, don't throw one shot, don't load up, that's worked throughout his entire career. Yeah. No one's been able to stand up to those shots. But tonight, Bogachuk has, and Ортіс is looking for answers.
Well, that's the thing, you know, Bogachuk knows him so well that he's able to mentally prepare himself for what Vьorджіl brings to the table. And when you can do that, you can take these shots. It's a mental game. Both guys loading up on hooks right there.
See the CompuBox totals for power punches. Vьorджіla Ортіс outlanding Bogachuk 132 to 110 to this point. Bogachuk outthrowing Ортіs in that category.
And I like this pace for Vьorджіl, but instead of throwing one big shot, just, you know, throw some decoy shots, jab in between, and then land that one big shot.
With more on both corners, or from both corners, excuse me, let's send it back over to Beto.
The corner of Vьorджіla Ортіс, his dad with simple instructions. He said, you have to win the next 3 rounds. I asked him why. He said, because we have to. Simple as that. In the corner of Bogachuk, they said, we're the champion. We have the advantage. We're breaking him down. We're looking good.
Thank you so much, Beto. You know, we've heard that conversation a lot, especially in the wake of Crawford Madrimov, about that champion's advantage and what some people feel the champion is owed. I don't know that you can bank on that necessarily, Gabe.
No, you know, one thing is, look, it's a close fight. Yeah, Bogachuk has 2 knockdown rounds, but it's a close fight. Both fighters are having their moments. That's a great setup shot right there by Vьorджіl.
Ортіс said that he expected this fight to be gritty, to be nasty, but I don't know that he expected that it would be this gritty, this nasty, this difficult for him here tonight.
And what Vьorджіл's doing right now, where he's tapping, landing shots, not loading up, it's bothering Bogachuk and it's throwing off the rhythm. And he's landing really good shots.
I think you're right, David, and he's putting enough on that jab that Bogachuk has to respect.
Yes,
it's not just clicking.
Exactly. This is a great rhythm right now for Vьorджіl.
It's right hand over
that right hand hurt Bogachuk. That right hand hurt him. And the reason it hurt him is because Vьorджіл's making the adjustment of boxing and setting up the big shot.
Let's fucking fucking win this next 2 rounds, all right? The way you're fucking finishing, I want you to don't give him those fucking rounds, all right?
Yeah.
At the last 10 seconds, don't let him steal the rounds, all right? You give me the finish with 3 or 4 punch combinations.
Right here, Vьorджіл just closing the distance. Right there, he tapped his hand, his lead hand down to open up that overhand right. Great, smart move. Crafty tactic right there. And Bogachuk's coming with that right uppercut, finishing with the left hook. It's a great round for both fighters, but I feel that Vьorджіл kind of controlled the pace of that last round.
Seconds out. Let's go.
This fight could very much depend on what happens in these final 2 rounds. 2 knockdowns officially scored by Bogachuk, so you know he's got 2 10-8 rounds in the bank.
And you know, Vьorджіл, you can see he wants to hurt him bad. He's starting off the round with 2 big overhand rights. But go back to your boxing. Go back to setting traps. Go back to that jab, just as he's doing now. This rhythm right here is throwing Bogachuk off. See, this is great boxing right here, where Vьorджіл's making adjustments, jabbing to the body, jabbing on top.
Well, it's provided, if you're Ortiz and you're his corner, if you feel you can win this fight on the scorecards, this might be the best approach, because has he hurt Bogachuk? Maybe, but he hasn't had him in trouble. Those are 2 very different things.
For sure.
So I don't know that you can depend on just going all out as he was earlier in this fight and going for it that way.
And I think that the opportunity of getting the knockout is greater with setting traps rather than applying pressure, because when you apply pressure, Bogachuk can brace for those big punches.
Right.
Where now these shots are sneaky, is the shot you don't see coming is a shot that hurts you. That's a good right hand right there by Bogachuk.
Ortiz tries to come back with body shots. Stiff jab from Bogachuk a moment ago as well.
Keep him up, keep him up.
Wow,
Right hand from Bogachuk. Another good right hand from him. But back hook Ortiz, and that left hook might have Bogachuk.
Oh, he's hurt.
Bogachuk on wobbly legs. Vьordzіла Ортіс fighting through the fire all night long.
Man, you gotta love the heart of Bogachuk. He's been hurt several times in this fight, and he stays on his feet and he fights back.
Inside the final minute of round 11, as Ortiz finally cracked Bogachuk. Bogachuk has looked like a cyborg all night long, just constantly pressing forward, non-stop volume. And he seems to have recovered somewhat, Gabe.
And I like that Vьorджіл realized that and went right back to boxing.
Big right hand from Bogachuk, and another one.
Boom. And Vьorджіl right back, left hook to the body, right hand up top.
Just otherworldly recuperative abilities from Bogachuk, getting buzzed by one of the biggest punchers in boxing and coming back. Titanic right hands. What a round of boxing.
Man, that was a great round.
Get some water. Relax. Nice and relax. Vьorджіл, how'd you got it?
Last round.
3 minutes to go, Vьorджіl. 3 minutes, okay?
And Vьorджіl was setting some traps. Right hand, left hook, body. And there was just great adjustments that Vьorджіl made in the round to box and set up the big power shots, where Bogachuk did not see the shots coming, and that's what got him hurt.
Seconds up.
Big left hook right there, man, and Bogachuk got a beard on him.
Well, every once in a while, fights live up to the promotional hoopla around them, but not often do they actually exceed them, and that is what we're seeing right now. A spectacular fight between Bogachuk and Ortiz. And come down as Ortiz has Bogachuk off balance once more.
Bogachuk's hurt bad. He's wobbling. He's wobbling around the ring. Can Vьorджіл finish him?
Bogachuk's heart will not betray him, but his legs might. Wobbled in the opening minute of the final round, but still pressing forward.
And you know what's creating these opportunities for Vьorджіл? The adjustment of boxing. That's what you see in great fighters.
Look at that right hand from Bogachuk.
Oh, 2 right hands by Bogachuk. 3 right hands by Bogachuk.
Quick! Stop! Stay off his head. Give me some tape. Time!
And a break in the momentum for some loose tape on the glove of Vьorджіла Ортіс. This may benefit Bogachuk.
Yeah, I think so.
Time in!
Minute 37 remaining in this contest. High drama here in Las Vegas.
Stay off his head.
2 knockout artists going toe-to-toe, giving and taking one another's best shots.
Man.
Quick!
I don't know what's keeping Bogachuk up. He's been getting hit with that overhand right all day.
Bogachuk trying to carry that lead hand high, trying to guard against that same shot, but it's his right hand that's now breaking through. They trade right hands on the inside as we're inside the final minute.
Oh, great counter hand.
Wicked body shot from Ortiz. The right hand to the body, and Bogachuk is backing up. The crowd here in Las Vegas.
Both fighters, big heart, big will.
Well, this crowd is getting their dollars worth. Every cent that they paid for their ticket here tonight.
Quick! I'm here.
These guys are making it worth it. Final 10 seconds. Ortiz and Bogachuk are just built different. What a fight!
Wow. Man, I said it could be fight of the year, man. That right there was, it don't get no better than that.
Yes, sir.
That was everything that you could have asked for, and that was everything that Vьorджіла Ортіс could bite off. We are not used to seeing Vьorджіла Ортіс in that kind of condition.
No. You know, both fighters just showed great heart, great will. You know, Bogachuk not going down, getting hit with big shots, clean big shots. Right here, Vьorджіл landing that good right hand, finishing to the body. Bogachuk just throwing back, firing away. Right there, he loses his balance. Vьorджіl trying to set a trap, but he gets caught with that right hand, dead in the chin.
Well, after some mild trash talk over the last couple of days, now you see Team Bogachuk and Team Ortiz, two teams that have frankly blended and worked together for so long over the years, coming together, an understandable respect.
Oh, yeah. You know, the fighters know each other well, but the trainers know each other well.
Vьorджіla Ortiz has never heard the scorecards before in his professional career.
And you know, the knockdowns are what you know, it's a huge factor right here.
Yeah, that is looming large right now.
Yes, because, you know, Vьorджіл, I feel, for the majority of the fight was in control, but 2 10-8 rounds, that's hard.
Sергій Bogachuk, a plus 350 underdog in some places, maybe even more in others. Is he moments away from a stunning upset over Vьorджіла Ортіса Jr. Stunning, of course, only relative to the betting lines. For these two men, obviously they viewed this as a fight that they're both going to have to earn. Bogachuk was convinced that he could beat Vьorджіла Ортіса Jr., and we see why.
Yeah.
We're going to find out if he was right.
All right, Las Vegas, let's make some noise. All action across 12 championship rounds this evening with that WBC hardware on the line. We now go to the judges' scorecards. Max DeLuca scored this contest 113-113, a draw. Overruled by David Sutherland and Steve Weisfeld, who each had it 114-112 in favor of your winner by majority decision, and the new WBC interim super welterweight champion of the world from Grand Prairie, Texas, the undefeated Vьorджіла Ортіsa Jr.
Vьorджіla Ортіsa Jr. overcomes 2 knockdowns to pick up the majority decision victory. You heard the scorecards, 113-113 even, and then 114-112 twice for Ortiz. You heard some boos here in the audience, and certainly people are going to debate this one.
But you know, Vьorджіл did well in the middle rounds, and then he goes down, but he gets back up, and that was a round that could be a 9-8 round.